Good morning, everybody. So now we are left with just the little portion in the social science. And after that, I hope you know that I have changed the syllabus for unit test 4. I have only selected 5 chapters for it. So I expect you to score well, and the paper will be out of 50 marks. So I expect you all to score well in the test. So we are just left with I think disability part in social science. So let us discuss about it. Now we are going to talk about the educational rights of disabled. Who are disabled? People who are handicapped are called as disabled. Okay, handicapped એટલે જે લોકો અપંગ હોય. Okay, physically who are apang, mentally who are apang are called as disabled. Okay. It is often seen that we are influenced by the achievements of a person whom we consider to be physically disabled. So whenever we see that a physically disabled person has won a race or did well in any area, we feel inspired, right? જ્યારે આપણે કરોડપતિમાં જોઈએ છીએ કે કોઈ અપંગ કરોડપતિ બન્યો કે કોઈ અપંગે રેસ જીતી, તો we feel pride, we feel good that see they can do it, and we also feel inspired, right? That if they can do it, even we can do it, right? So what they are trying to say is that whenever any type of achievement is made by people who are physically disabled or by those people who are physically handicapped, then we feel sort of inspired by them. If disabled people get enough opportunities and training, their disability does not become an hindrance in any way. So if these disabled people who are there, if they get proper training, if they get proper education, if they are developed in a proper way, then their disability doesn't become a hindrance. Hindrance meaning a problem for them. So if we if we give them proper guidance, if we give them proper facilities, if we help them out, then disability does not become a problem for them. Their abilities can be used constructively in the society. So whatever abilities they have, whatever talents they have, we can use those talents, those abilities for the betterment of the society. These children are integral part of our society. So these children are very, very important part of the society that we all live in. The government of India has taken number of steps for their education under the act to highlight their potential as well as to ensure that they do not fall prey to prejudice injustice just because they are disabled. So government of India which is there has provided them with lot of facilities. They have provided them with lot of schemes, with lot of policies, so that they can go forward in life, so that they can also achieve success in life, and so that they don't face any type of prejudice meaning negative judgment from the society. Sometimes when we see a disabled person, when we see a handicapped person, we tend to pass a lot of negative judgment towards them. Then that is called as prejudice. Any type of negative judgment is called as prejudice. So to save them from any injustice meaning to save them from any anyay, to save them from any type of prejudice meaning negative judgment, government of India have protected them with lot of rights, with lot of schemes and policies. Children who are physically, mentally, emotionally or socially different from others are called as disabled children. So those children who are physically, mentally, emotionally or socially different from other people, then those are called as disabled children. The special social and educational services are needed to develop their abilities. So we need special social services, we need special educational services. There are different schools for those children who fall under the category of disabled. Okay, so we need to provide them with special facilities, we need to provide them with special advantages so that they can also develop in the society with us. For the upliftment of the disabled, the Government of India has published the Right of Persons with Disability Act 2016. So, for upliftment, for the betterment of disabled, the Government of India has published the Rights of Person with Disability Act 2016, in which different type of disabilities are classified in 21 ways. So what what are this act defines what disability is. This act defines what all things come under disabilities, and they have categorized total of 21 types of disabilities or 21 different kinds of disabilities that are there, such as crippled એટલે જે લોકોના હાથ પગ ભાંગી ગયા હોય, those are called as crippled. Persons should be given equal opportunity with innate dignity in respect and friendship without any discrimination. So those people who are physically, mentally, socially, educationally disabled, those people also should be given dignity meaning respect. Those people should also be made friends. એવું નથી કે just because એ લોકો handicap છે તો આપણે એના friends ન બનીએ. No, you should be even friends with them without any discrimination meaning કોઈ વેર ઝેર રાખ્યા વિના you should become friends with them. You should not treat them in any way badly. It is accepted through this principle that such person can participate in every sphere of society. So people who are crippled, people who are handicapped, they also can participate in the development of the society. They can also participate in the betterment of the society that we live in. The 21 type of disabilities classified under Disability Right Act 2016 published by the Government of India are shown as under. So what are those disabilities are given? First is blindness. Blindness means people who are blind. Next is muscular dystrophy. It's a problem related to your development of muscle. Okay. Hearing impairment. Those people who have hearing problem. Chronic neurological condition. Chronic meaning permanent. Any type of you know that we have neurons in our body, right? So any problems related to neurons, that is permanent. Hemophilia, I think it's a disease related to blood. Okay. Low vision, when you're not able to see properly. Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a disease where your hands and legs shake. Okay, you can't control your body movements. Just a second. So those fall under the Disability Act. Okay. So those such type of 24 diseases are there. Here. Intellectual disability. Those people who have low level of intelligence, those are fall under intellectual disability. Thalassemia, it's related to blood. Leprosy cured person, people who suffer from leprosy. Leprosy is a skin disease. Sickle cell disease, again it's related to your cells. Acid attack victims, those people who have survived acid attacks. તમે જોયું હશે ઓલી દીપિકાની મૂવી જેની ઉપર એસિડ ફેંકો હતો and she survived, she lived. So acid attack victims. Locomotive disability, meaning those people who can't move their fingers, hands, legs, that is called as locomotor. Cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy is related to your spine. Okay, so you are born, you keep on bending and little children have it. Cerebral palsy. Dwarfism meaning those people who remain dwarf, small in height. Okay, that's called dwarfism. Mental illness, anything related to your brain. Multiple sclerosis, that you need to find out what it means. I don't know what it is. Specific learning disability. Specific learning disability meaning those students who are very bad at recognizing numbers. If you have seen the movie Tare Zameen Par, then that is a very very good example of learning disability. Those people who can't recognize alphabets, or those people who can't recognize numbers, those fall under it. Speech and language disability, those people who have problem in speaking, who learn the language late. Autism spectrum disorder. Autism is a mental disease. It's where the child is developed in a very very different way. Okay, it's a mental illness, autism. Multiple disability including deaf and blindness. So lot of the last category is multiple, when you have lot of problems, lot of physical problems and also mental problems, those fall under it. So these are the 21 classification of diseases under which people can come. The government has directed The government has directed the government recognized educational institute to provide necessary facilities. So the government directs, the central government and both the state government directs to make sure that special abilities or special things are provided to people who fall under the Disability Act, keeping in view the needs of disabled children. So you have to keep in mind the views of disabled children. See, like schools also which are there now, they can't climb steps. Okay, now let's say if you're going to a blind school, you can't have steps over there, right? Because a person with disability, with blindness, won't be able to climb steps, won't be able to see steps. So for them, it's probably, they will fall on the steps. So they have slopes over there in the school. So children climb on the slopes. Okay, so such facilities, that's one example of facilities. So such facilities should be provided to children. The following instructions are given under the Act to enable such students to experience academic and social cohesiveness by creating a conducive and healthy environment so that students with disabilities are encouraged and do not experience inferiority complex. So under this Act, special facilities are provided for the disabled students so that whenever they go, wherever they go, they don't feel inferiority complex. એટલે inferiority complex એટલે કે મારેથી આ નથી થાતું કે મને નથી આવતું. So they have special toilets for them. Even in bus, seats are reserved for them. Even in trains, there is a whole compartment which is for disabled people that is there. So such facilities are provided by the government of India and by the state governments to make sure that these students develop in a cohesive environment. Cohesive meaning acceptable environment. They grow together with normal students, they grow together with normal kids. Okay, so what all provisions are provided by the government? Let us do that. Children with disabilities should be given equal opportunities in other activities like admission in educational institution, education, sports. Special permission should be given to allow disabled students to sit with normal students, and it should be seen that these students are not discriminated by anybody because of their speech or behavior. So children with disabilities should be given admission even in normal schools. Let them sit with normal students, let them sit with average students as well, and make sure that you create an environment in the school that is acceptable to those children as well. Let them sit with normal students, and you should make sure that they should participate in annual functions, in sports functions, in educational functions, and also ensure that nobody discriminates them, nobody treats them differently, nobody makes them feel bad about their disability. Educational institutions should make arrangement of physical facilities in such a way so that disabled children may use them easily. So, your schools should be such that, facilities should be provided for them so that they can also have a normal access to school. That is why we have installed lift in our school, so that if we have children who come on wheelchair, or if we have children who have blindness, then they can use those steps, or they can use the lift. Okay, so such facilities should be there in school. For example, making a shield ramp, removing obstacle for free movement. So making a ramp I told you, right? Slopes. So such slopes, such ramps should be there in the schools, so that if students are coming in wheelchair or if students are walking, then they can walk freely. If there are any obstacles એટલે let's say कि દાદરા વચ્ચે કંઈક ઉમરો છે કે ક્લાસની અંદર આવવા પહેલા ઉમરો છે કે there are things that are kept in middle. So all those obstacles should be removed so that children can access school in a easy way, in a proper way, and so that they don't get injured when they are coming to school. Arrangements of chair and benches, toilet, bathroom to provide easy and convenient facilities for them. So proper chairs should be them, proper desks should be there for them, toilets should be proper for them, so that when they come to school, they don't feel any kind of shame, they don't feel any kind of okay, how will I be able to use it, or what will I do, etc. To provide environment conducive to continuous and comprehensive development, educational, career and social development of disabled children. So you should provide an environment in school which is very accepting of them, which is very is such that they accept children with disabilities. Okay, so you should provide such atmosphere in your school so that they can develop socially and so that they can develop educationally as well. Sorry. Um, okay, 189 here. Sorry, the numbers are a little bit here and there. That's why. To provide proper educational for visually impaired, hearing impaired in such a way that they can understand through sign language skill. So if in your school there are students who are who are blind or who are deaf, then the teachers should be such that they also use the sign language along with using words, so that the class is such that even children with blindness and even children with deafness can sit in your class. Okay, so obviously children with blindness will be able to hear you, while children with deafness will be able to see your sign language and understand. So such facilities should be provided for children. To make necessary curriculum oriented steps to enable students to study easily by identifying a specific limitation among disabled children and taking care to overcome those shortcomings. So curriculum means the syllabus which is there in your textbooks or how the textbooks are made. So curriculum in your textbooks should be such that are accepting of those children who are the curriculum is such that even children with disabilities can sit with you and learn. Okay, so curriculum should be such that is very accepting of them, that is very cohesive of them, cohesive meaning accepting of them, and to make sure that disabled children are able to overcome their shortcomings, shortcoming meaning problems. So their school environment and your curriculum should be such that children with disabilities are able to overcome their shortcomings, they are able to overcome their problems, and they are able to grow in your school. To monitor the continuous and comprehensive progress of disabled children, so you should also continuously monitor, continuously examine how are they progressing, are they scoring well in your paper, are they doing well in your school or not. To facilitate the disabled children or his assistant by providing vehicle according to the physical disability. So you should recognize what the physical disability is there and provide them with such vehicles that they can use in school, like a wheelchair or a electronic wheelchair, or for those children who are blind, providing that stick for them. So such facilities should be provided for the children. To conduct a survey 5 years to see that the disabled children are not deprived of education. So you should conduct a survey every 5 years to make sure that disabled children are not deprived of education. Deprived એટલે એ લોકોને education મળે છે કે નહીં એ જોવા માટે every 5 years survey should be done by the government. To create a resource room to be helpful at all levels of learning activity. Resource room એટલે library or AV projection, using of sign language, all these are called the resource rooms. So such resource rooms should be established for children who suffer from disability. To provide scholarship according to merit for benchmark disability students. So scholarship should be provided to those students who are who have done well in studies or who have set a benchmark meaning have created good result for themselves. So such scholarships should be given to those students. To provide facilities to the disabled children so that they can easily appear for examination without any hindrance. So you should provide facilities in such a way that children with disabilities can also sit and give exams without any hindrance or without any problem. to carry out rescue, help, protection and rehabilitation activities for disabled students. So rescue activities like fire થયું કે floods આવ્યા તો તમે કેવી રીતના સેલ્ફને રેસ્ક્યુ કરશો કે બચાવશો. So those are called rescue activity. Help activity, how can they help themselves or how can they help others? So such activities should be done for them. Protection, how can they protect themselves? Rehabilitation, meaning after school what job they can do, what job they can get, okay, making sure that they get a job. All these things should be done by the government. All these activities should be done for the government. If such students drop out of school during current session, find out the reason and help them in rehabilitation. If a student is dropping out of education, let's say the student leaves your school and says, I'm not going to study anymore. Find out the reason. Why is the child not ready to study? And if the child is leaving the school, make sure that the child is rehabilitated in the society. Rehabilitated in the sense, has a job or, knows how to survive on his own after he or she leaves the school. To create awareness among students, parents, people and society for disabled children. So spread awareness among students, among parents, among other people of the society about what is disability, how can they help them, etc. Children with benchmark disability has a right of admission to the school of their choice or a special school near their residence. So those children who are very good at studies but are disabled, they also have a right to get education in a normal school or in a special school. Special school is what? Special school for them, where they teach them different kind of things, okay, which is close to their house. So they have a right to take admission in a normal school or a special school which is closer to their area. It should be ensured that every child with benchmark disability gets the benefit of free education and free specific equipment in a suitable environment till he or she reaches the age of 18. So a child with disability has a right to get education till he or she is 18 years of age in any educational institute which is near their house or which is a special school till they are 18 years of age. Okay. So I will stop here for today. Okay. The rest we will continue tomorrow.